Outside, thick snowflakes were falling. Michael sat perched by the window with a cup of hot chocolate in his hands, watching the snow dance under the yellow glow of the street lamp. Everyone was shouting, "The New Year is coming!" Calendars were changing, clocks were being set for midnight. Michael whispered to himself, "But why now? Why January? Why 365 days? Who decided to trap time, this enormous river, inside tiny square boxes?" Just then, the pages of the old wall calendar in his room began flipping backward rapidly, as if pushed by an invisible wind. The pages turned so fast that, in an instant, Michael found himself on the dusty roads of thousands of years ago. When Michael looked around, he was standing in the shadow of massive pyramids. The sky was so bright that the stars seemed close enough to touch. An old man with a white beard and a strange staff approached him. "Are you looking for time, my child?" the old man said. "We didn't invent the calendar for pleasure. For us, it was survival. If we didn't know when the Nile River would flood, our crops would dry up and we would starve. That's why we waited for the star Sirius. When it shone, a new cycle began." Michael was amazed. So the calendar wasn't just a piece of paper, it was a navigation device. As his adventure continued, Michael suddenly found himself in a Roman square. Everything was chaotic. People were arguing about what day it was. He heard that the famous Julius Caesar had added a massive 67 days to the calendar to fix time itself. At one point in history, people went to sleep on October 4th and woke up to find the date had jumped to October 15th. 10 days had vanished into the dusty pages of history. Michael realized that time was the rhythm of nature, but the calendar was humanity's attempt to understand it. For centuries, humankind had fought a mathematical battle to perfectly match the Earth's majestic journey around the sun. Suddenly, the tick-tock of the clock in his room startled Michael. He was back by his window. Snow was still falling outside. Now, when he looked at the calendar, he no longer saw just numbers. He saw thousands of years of struggle, sages watching the stars, and the flawless dance of the seasons. The new year wasn't just a number changing. The new year was humanity keeping its appointment with the universe. Michael smiled and turned the first page of his calendar. Now he knew. You can't control time, but you can dance with it. Did you know? If we didn't add that extra leap day, February 29th, every 4 years, the seasons would completely